They get rid of the Skywrath Mage on their own side on the Mystery Machine. That's another position 4 that does do reasonably well against Storm up until he gets himself a BKB. Just because you have the like no cast point, no travel time silence off onto him,
Yeah.
it shuts down his game
10
decently.
seconds.
I think they'll grab their position 4 here rather than waiting. They've got
5
60 seconds of
seconds
reserve time to
remain.
figure out exactly what that is. We talk a little bit about what Osmium might want to counter this
Dire's
IOCK.
turn to pick. Earth
There's your
Shaker.
stun. A little bit trickier to land. You've got instant disable with Echo Slam, but the Fissures are kind of tricky to land on the Storm Spirit.
You use Fisher from Fog, right? And then you have Shard for the second stun. I think that's
Mhm.
like that's like pretty much how you play Earthshaker nowadays. You just Fissure from Fog,
10
and then
seconds.
you enchant Totem, and then you blink Echo. Like you can just like hold people in place
5
like that.
seconds.
Mhm.
But whether or not this is going to be 4 position Earthshaker, we'll find out. I actually do not know yet. You go ahead and grab the Rubik. Okay. I mean, this
I
hero
mean,
getting
it's
Fissure is obviously very strong.
yeah. There's several great abilities. He can take Fissure if he takes any Earthshaker ability as well. He also gets the passive. He gets himself Aftershock.
Yeah.
Which,
10
it sounds like,
seconds
okay, well,
remaining.
that's whatever, but once you have, like, 2 spells that you've stolen, you can, like, blink on
5
top of people with Rubik,
seconds.
you telekinesis somebody, you stun everybody around you, they land, everybody is stunned again, or you throw a Fade Bolt out, you can stun people for longer. It's also pretty sick for farming. It's just, like, a neat little mechanic on, Rubik. A big fan of this hero. He's, like, one of my 2 favorites in the game. Um, but yeah, a solid
Radiant's
counter
turn
pick
to
to, the
pick.
Earthshaker here. They go with the Undying as well. Uh Not super useful in the late game, but you're playing against 3 strength heroes to begin. It's also a lane dominator against Earthshaker who doesn't normally like existing in lane.
Yeah. That's the
So you
big
can
thing here,
potentially
I
run him
think.
down.
I,
Yeah.
I I think what we're going to be seeing is like a CK.
5 seconds remain.
Dude, can you even run CK Earthshaker? Like, is that even a lane you can run? It has to be Jubei's IO, though. Like, he's definitely the IO player for this stack.
I think CK Earthshaker against an Undying is like a non-option.
Yeah, that's the
So it's gotta
thing.
be a 1 CK at this point. Like double melee strength into Undying gets you completely bodied.
I mean, they could
1 or 2
try
decay.
swapping lanes like they did last time.
They could, yeah. Like double decay into a tombstone, you just get like run down and killed. Um, like a position 1 with the stun would be great, depending on what they pick up here inside of Mystery Machine. Do you have any ideas for what they might grab as a carry on Osmium?
It is
Not
Dire's
yet.
turn.
Okay, Lesh is pretty good. Good lane
Mhm.
matchup into the Storm Spirit for sure. But in terms of carries, like you still don't really know where the CK is going. So
Mhm.
Osmium are at least still trying to guess at that.
10
I think they'll
seconds
probably assume
remaining.
it's the CK in the safe lane. Once again for Double King here. And
5
that they might be looking for
seconds.
the off lane of Tib, but they have last pick, and that's the thing that makes it really scary. So if you're Osmium, you
Mhm.
have to pick a hero that deals with CK, but is also good in lane in case it's not CK.
Yeah. Yeah, the IO does pair up pretty nice with the Leshrac, though, just being able to keep him alive inside team fights. But you have given another decent disable over to Rubik with the Forum Split Earth, especially once he gets himself an Aghanim Shard. It will absolutely wreck in team fights. Be able to drop like the stacking Split Earth from super far back. So you could have a lot of fun on CK this game.
Yeah, I think I just ban off
It
lanes
is
here.
Radiant's back.
Okay, they do. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I think you
Mhm.
just ban off lane heroes on Osmium here and kind of just force them to play the CK in the safe lane.
If like, I don't think they're gonna play the CK uh, in the offlane. They're not really trying to force it either. But you want to get rid of the carries you're most concerned about at this point. The fact that Necrophos
10
bans
seconds
this
remain.
ban means that God, I wanted to say like a Phantom Lancer, but you're not really that
5
excited to play that
seconds
against a
remaining.
Leshrac.
Mm-mm.
He happens to be a decent Necrophos happens to be a
Dire's
decent
turn to
matchup against
ban.
him. Uh who's still inside the pool? It's decent right now. Get rid of Luna. TA's still in the pool. You think that's an option?
Not really, because they can just pick Viper if they don't ban it here,
Hmm.
and then your game's pretty
10
much over.
seconds.
So I think like you're
5
probably looking at something like a
seconds.
Terrorblade or Gosh, what?
Terrorblade would be a good. I mean, you're just thinking about heroes here that Necrophos would good against, and Terrorblade is one of those heroes, so that's one that they could go for. Luna wouldn't be too much of a surprise. They don't have a ton of backline jump, but I think Leshrac and Earthshake could eventually get Blink Daggers, and you're not really that concerned about Necrophos if you grab something like a sniper. A front liner is kind of necessary here, though. I think you need something that can start team fights for you. And yeah, they're getting rid of heroes that do pretty good against safe lane carries that kind of play near the creep wave at the beginning of the game. Viper and Necrophos gotten rid of.
They do
So
ban the
TB
Viper.
is very
So they
likely.
have to ban TA.
TA or TB?
They have to ban Templar Assassin here, I think. That's the most
10
obvious.
seconds.
Like, it seems like in me, Viper was like the best pick here because it pretty much eliminates all of your off lane or all of your safe lane options at this point, like the TB and TA. And so now it just comes down to which one do you want to play against more? Do you want to play against Templar Assassin? Do you want to play against Terrorblade? And then what offlaner can you pick to dominate them? And there's the TA ban.
No, you're
Yeah.
TA. Yeah. So it was right with the first guess.
Man, that feels good, man. The Viper call and the TA call.
Radiant will
I go for the gyrocopter. Not what I was expecting.
Strong
but,
lane
does-
hero.
Yeah, it is a strong lane hero. Does well against the CK in the late game as well. Able to clear out a lot of the illusion relatively quickly. And they'll be able to leave him alone. So the safe lane is going to be amazing for the gyrocopter. You've got yourself a stun there. You've got you can zone the enemies out pretty easily with the tombstone and the decays. Not sure how the Mystery Machine are going to counter this one. They could like they could run CK off and then morphling safe lane, but the morphling pick is kind of dead. They go for the Timber Saw instead. I don't mind it. I think they have a decent amount of stun set up for the Timber Saw this game.
Yeah, it's pretty good actually. It's a good Timber Saw game. Like, cause the thing is though, is you have to be careful about the gyrocopter undying. Like, they do have a lot of magic damage. He probably just goes like first point missile because they don't have, you know, the attack speed or the range on either of these heroes to deal with it. And then whether or not you decide to go like multiple points in the rocket barrage, we'll find out. But I really do like the gyro pick. My biggest concern from Osmium was this last pick carry, like what they could pick that was just a generally strong lane hero. And sometimes I forget gyrocopter's a hero, but it is. Yeah, it's a generally strong lane hero. Not a lot of counters.
10 seconds.
It's a good one.
remain.
I don't think it's that strong. That's why you forgot about it. If it was a better hero, it'd be picked up more often. Let's be honest here.
It's just not that strong in the meta because like there's just heroes like Tiny and CK and Templar Assassin and, you know, but
yeah, there's a lot of things that are better.
Medusa.
I mean, I don't know. It's something though. The gyrocopter. We'll see how it does this game. If it doesn't go well, pretty bad for Osmium. NA off to the amazing start though. Which draft would you say you prefer overall?
It's hard to say. I don't know if they actually have the catch for the Storm Spirit, and Sabas Storm has been absolutely absurd in this tournament so far. So I'm gonna go Osmium.
Yeah. All right. I doubted the Mystery Machine before, and I will never doubt them again. I think the gyrocopter is a weak hero. I can't wait to be wrong twice. Let's fucking go, Mystery Machine. NA. Let's hope that they can win the first series. Mystery Machine very much need a W here. Otherwise, they're off to an awful start here in this tournament. So let's get the show on the road. Now, Ricky,
Yes.
you imagine that they'll play musical lanes in this game to get a favorable matchup for the Undying and gyrocopter.
I mean, I think Undying Gyro is just very content going into the Timber Saw lane. I don't think they're gonna worry too much about it. So
Main event.
chances are we're just gonna see standard lanes this time around. And it will be Jubei on the IO with Double King and the safe lane CK. This lane is really scary because when you go for that overcharge, like CK is a hero that lacks a lot of attack speed early on. And if you just get early points in Chaos Strike, like you probably just go 1-1-3. Like you just slap any hero that comes near you. So you have to be very careful on the side of Osmium here to not get picked off.
So saying the solution is to simply not get near him. Dude, Slayden with the confidence. He walks straight up the hill with no vision right into Double King. Unhinged behavior from this man.
I had to go grab an energy drink after last game. I did not sleep at all last night. I just couldn't fall asleep. Mostly my fault though, because I finished like a television series that was like very suspenseful, and now it's like over, like season 1's over, and I couldn't stop thinking about the fact that I won't be able to watch season 2 till like next year.
What can you do?
Unlucky.
You were watching JoJo's, right?
I was watching a show called Severance, which
Not interested.
might be one of like the greatest shows of all time. Like it might
Perhaps-
become goated. It like honestly could be the new Breaking Bad.
You pronounce JoJo's kind of weird there. I don't know. You might have a speech impediment or something. Tib off to an awful start. Caillou behind him. He's got the decay in a couple seconds, but won't be quite enough to finish him off. He's also got 2 wand charges here on this Timber. Gets another auto attack. Dude, if you get enough. Yeah, he does. He got 2 auto attacks there.
What a gamer.
Go. Yeah.
Cat, you get a little bit of revenge from last game.
I mean, he's going to need it. Off to a decent start. This goal doesn't go a long way on the Undying, but this boots first ended up paying off. He's going to run him down again.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, this is insane.
That's what I said. I feel like he's like this is when Undying is strongest, and this is when Timbersaw is weakest. Like he doesn't want to be anywhere else right now.
All right. Up in the safe lane, we see that they did end up blocking this this guy's camp, and ooh, okay, Fisher comes out. Ended up blocking the safe lane pull on the Dire side. So and unfortunately, Undying ended up sending himself out like boots at the very beginning, so doesn't have any preemptive wards in order to get rid of that. What is he doing with the Kurgan Undying? All right, he's sending it under his tower first, so it doesn't get caught out. And I believe it'll wait there. But this means they get to safely farm away from underneath the tower. You'll get your level 2 a little bit easier on Tib. Burger's going through a lot of mana at the moment, though. Dude, is he? There's no way he's doing this with this courier. Okay. It lives. He's fine. Also, I want to point out over in the mid lane, as long as we've got a moment, you see that Mystery Machine ended up putting a sentry ward over in Sebastian's camp here. Storm Spirit loves to be able to walk away from the lane and get himself a little bit of bonus CS here, so he's shut down by this. And it makes the mid lane matchup for the Leshrac even easier. Top lane, a Tombstone ended up coming out, and they're about to lose 2 heroes.
One more decay. They're gonna try to give it to Kataro. To Kataro, they do get it. All right. I mean, this offlane pretty rough here. I was not entirely sold on the offlane Seek or on the offlane Timbersaw, but it might have some scaling potential. Bottom lane, Sladen in a little bit of trouble, but nice bro strike there from Draken just to peel him off.
No rotation for the water runes here. 2 minutes into the game. The supports are just occupied elsewhere. KU, like you mentioned, is completely out of mana at this point, though, so not going to be able to keep up with Saras. And Taro's actually out as well. Bottom, and I don't have any mana to jump on top of Double King, so they're just going to be able to walk away. I mean,
Shaggy has like been owning on these mid lanes. Like he's been coming out almost top like CS every single time out of the first like several waves. Like he's 20-2 to 14-0. He's doing fantastic. It is like a favorable matchup for the Leshrac, of course.
Yeah. Sebas actually ended up dewarding over by that sentry, so it doesn't want to lane against Shaggy anymore. He's just done here. Thankfully, Storm Spirit is in the kind of position where it doesn't matter how hard you lose your lane. Oh, Sladen. A little bit of trouble, but he does have lift. Anyways, thankfully Storm Spirit is in the kind of position where it doesn't really matter how badly he loses his lane, as long as he can like build up a couple Milk Talismans, doesn't lose the game before 25 minutes. He's always going to have an impact.
Stupendous.
He wasn't able to grab his own bounty rune. Melly Burgos actually... Dude, nobody grabbed the starting bounty rune this game. Melly Burgos ended up picking up 2.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Huh.
Over by... Yeah.
Just stonks.
Yeah.
They're looking to go for a wraparound here on the mid lane, but there is a dire ward. Yeah, that will scout Melly Burgos, so...
Yeah.
No way he's going to connect with that one. Oh, nice split earth. Jube yoinks the water rune. Sebas, he's in trouble, though. Nice fissure to block them off. Jube no longer in harm's way. Telekinesis making some space, but Sebas will fall. They get the courier there, taking that away from Shaggy. And with the tombstone drop, they got to kill this. They can't just let it go. All right. Jubei's
killing
down.
the
Shaggy
zombies.
on the run. Gets the zombies, but Catyu continuing the chase. Decay in
Decay.
one. Not
Ooh.
enough.
60 HP left. Now everyone's gonna run away. Killing the zombies 100% the correct move. You end up letting the heroes have a couple extra auto attacks off into you, but the zombies would have slowed you and run you down done a lot more, especially thanks to their damage change on the piercing. Almost managed to turn that one around, but Sebas not off to such a hot start. He's like 600 net worth behind the Leshrac, 1600 compared to his 2200. And already you can see the null talismans queued up. He's gonna need like 3 probably for laning phase recovery with the game like this. Top lane.
Yeah,
Tib getting run down.
getting aggressive, but might regret this one. 2 points in the rocket barrage is no joke. They don't have a missile for a little while, but Catyu still got those decays to drop on top of them, and one more timber chain away. But does he make it? Probably not.
He's now stuck inside the trees. The mid lane they end up losing Shaggy over to Sebas, and he gets the kill off onto Melly Burgos as well. So he's back in it now, just like that. And going is too far forward. These raindrops on Sebas end up making a big enough difference for him to survive this. That and the wand. I was questioning him going for these, but that extra bulk that he got from it played a pretty big deal. Yeah, just too much damage taken, 2 remnants off, 3 hits with that overcharge, and Stormspirit's off to a much better game now. We still have like 500 net worth ahead on the Leshrac, but now Stormspirit's caught up on XP. Jubei goes forward on the Sebas. Dude, he might just die here. Heavily punished. The illusions, they ended up finding the kill. The tip comes out onto him as well. Sebas has now recovered. He went from getting stomped here in the lane up against Shaggy to now being 3-1-2. This is all of a sudden a little bit rough. Bottom lane, we haven't talked about this one too much. No action. Top lane is where the action's happening.
Another tombstone. They're gonna just try and run their selves away here, but of course, not that easy against an Undying. Tib will survive, but another kill, 1-9 this time, as Osmium just snowballing these lanes.
Mm-hmm. Shaggy gonna run down Catyu now. There's very little chance that he gets away from this one. With a slow death. Does take a lot of mana though, and so Shaggy's not gonna be able to clear out that triple stack there on the hard camp.
Speaking of stacks, Draken killing up, what is this, quad stack? Yeah, quad stack here on the hard camp, so just gonna help him get closer and closer to that blink dagger. He did go for a casual ring of health though, so this will slow him down quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's possible that he goes for a Crimson Guard this game up against the CK? It's a dead item in my opinion. There's very limited circumstances where it's good, but I just think it's neat.
I feel like you'd rather have Hooded Defiance on this
Lotus
hero
Sword?
anyway. Or just a Lotus. There's so many other things I'd rather turn that helm or that ring of health into.
Let me dream. I see a single ring of health. It needs to be a Crimson Guard.
So there's literally only one choice here. It can only be built one way.
Shaggy. The assistance of Jubei ends up healing up these Turkmen mid lane. Melly Burgos getting run down. I don't think he'll survive this. Shaggy's coming in though.
Yeah, it doesn't connect the splitter. Sebas is almost out of mana, but it's Storm Spirit with double null tally, so who cares? And now he has an Arcane Rune.
Yeah, he also has an Arcane Ring.
Very
He's an
nice.
Arcane man.
Shaggy just gonna clear up stacks in the enemy jungle.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know about the ancient stack yet. It is triple stacked. Yeah.
Yeah. The only person to be able to clear this is you can come up here on all your heroes and like do it with the Leshrac and the Timber Saw.
Timber Saw could do it with. He has 3 points Timber Chain. He just Timber Chains back and forth and kills it.
Yeah.
But it's probably gonna go the way of the Sand King eventually.
Taro. He's probably dead here.
Oh, missile will connect.
Yeah,
He's out.
He's got a lot of movement speed. Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Shaggy
bottom
turns
lane, they
around.
actually just collapse onto the CK. The epicenter committed. Double King cannot stand his ground underneath that Sandstorm, as well as that Tombstone, so they do get themselves a kill. It wouldn't have been that bad for Mystery Machine if they managed to get the Gyrocopter, but they're just going to trade tier 1 towers, and you'll lose Double King CK, which is pretty rough.
I mean, we've seen this in the previous games. It just seems like they don't prioritize Double King. They're going for other things. They're trying to shut down Kataro there. And they did. So 1-for-1 tower trade up in the top and the bottom lane. Both teams just focusing on different things. Don't want to protect your safe lane carries. In the mid lane, Shaggy. Man, are you seeing this?
Uh-huh. Been watching it for a little while.
Yeah. This is the future you guys wanted.
All right, mid-tier 1 tower falls.
Very cool. You have Blink Dagger you done on Kraken yet?
Subas has this arcane rune. He is going to find Jubei here, and a very, well, that's a bold zip up onto the high ground. He's going to go right into Shaggy, but again, the arcane rune is doing so much work, but he just ends up dying. Anyway, too much damage. You end up getting the pick off there on the Jubei, but Shaggy getting a 350 gold streak.
Yeah.
And Katyu's getting ran down mid by a haste rune on the CK. He won't be able to finish it off, though.
I think that one could have gone the other way, is my only issue. Draken was just teleported up to the top tower. He went under the creep wave, sandstorming it, trying to clear it out. He had Blink Dagger on his courier, and he could have been ready to go. I think they could have turned that team fight around if Draken made an immediate response over onto that hill there, but was preoccupied. He's doing this weird thing too, where he his courier behind him and the Blink Dagger on the courier. Trying to pretend that he didn't have it completed yet, but wasn't paying attention to the engagement that was happening in his jungle.
Melee Burgos, bottom lane, just gonna get caught out here. Not a whole lot he can do. He's just buying some time, but kill goes the way of the Storm Spirit.
Speaking of Storm, only 2 nulls, but now he's working on his BKB, which is really all he needs for this game.
Yeah, it's a really good BKB game. Lesh is now top net worth. Surprising. Blink reveal here from the Sand King. Goes for the epicenter here onto Shaggy. Pops that Hood of Defiance. He's pretty tanky, but in comes Katyu on the Undying. There's going to be the stick, the heal from Jubei. Is it going to be enough? Sebas on the backside gets himself a quick double kill, and Tib made his rotation and gonna regret that one as the call down doing some work, and they get the kill onto that Earthshaker as well. 4 for 1. A triple kill handed over to your Storm Spirit.
Yeah. Way too much AoE damage. Fighting into these tombstones is just near impossible. And they try to put damage into the Undying, but he was just way too tanky. 100 HP. All this stuff. And they're going to turn this one into a tower. Tons of AoE. Amazing team fight on the side of Osmium. They just aren't able to keep up with that at the moment. They need Blink Dagger completely in the Earthshaker. They were so close. Melee Burgos is 250 gold off right now. If he's able to get in and get a good Echo Slam off, they may be able to take these team fights. But fighting into Osmium when they sit up under a tower is difficult.
Draken is so farmed now, it is ridiculous. He did end up finishing up the Hood of Defiance. He's got that Aghanim Shard queued. He's going to probably get it by the 15-minute mark. I mean, this Sand King is way, way ahead of what you normally see.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke up from Osmium, looking for more. They don't have Epi, but they've got so much catch now.
They'd move up through the triangle. They probably want to get some vision down. Who's holding the observers? They not have any? No observers? They've just placed that one over by the enemy team.
Trying to find the CK. They also find Shaggy, but afraid to
This
go
feels
in
like a
completely.
wasted-
Storm Spirit wasn't here.
Yeah, they smoked up on 3. It didn't connect with anything and didn't get any observers down the enemy team's triangle either. It felt like a little bit of a wasted movement. And now they complete the Blink Dagger on Earthshaker. Big timing being flown out to him now. You got 4 points in the Aftershock too. I'm pretty sure they're going to want to take a team fight after this. Yeah, Melee Burgos right after that Blink Dagger. He buys himself a smoke. It's flying out to him. They're going to make a play with this. And they've got decent vision to make a play off of as well. They see Storm. They saw Gyrocopter a moment ago, and they see Rubik up on the top. They know they're separated right now. And here they go.
Question is who you're going to
Who do they
find,
connect
right?
with? Storm. They're going to find Storm. That is the best target. Watch this.
Blink Echo, the Split Earth to follow. Can they bring him down in time? Sebas just barely falling, but there's the Blink Epi onto 2. Earthshaker falls first. Shaggy gonna be second, and third will be the Io. Now looking to turn their attention on over to Tib as well. Able to Timber Chain away for the moment, but I mean, he might be able to, I would say he might be able to just turn on Katyu and kill him, but he's got to get away somehow, and I don't know how he will. The call down comes through. There's going to be the Burrow Strike. The magic damage is just so much. A Chakram from Slayton as well, just pinning him against the trees. And That's going to be a fourth. Every single time Mystery Machine try to make a play, it just gets turned around by the superior team fight of Osmium.
Yeah, so exactly like I was saying, Ricky, look at this, how Osmium were going to win this fight after a Shaker build played.
I think that's what I heard.
It was a good jump on the Storm. Like, they did end up finding that kill. If Sylvester got away, that would have been a complete disaster for them. But they do end up ending that guy's second dominating streak of the game. He just keeps getting back into it. And I think after he finishes up this BKB, they've just got like no shot of killing him. Top lane, Slayden trying to set up onto a double king, but Juve's already here and he's got relocate. Might be able to get him out of there into trouble. He can't save himself.
Oh my goodness. He's still dead. Oh, Sebas has no mana. He went all in for this, but the Burrow Strike off the mark here from Draken, so Double King just needs to get away. The Tombstone up on the high ground, just too difficult to deal with.
Man, that is very unfortunate. For sure they'd find that kill. They're all going to back up now. They
Very
don't even want to
aggressive
take
ward
this
here.
fight.
They're going. They find
No,
Double King.
They don't want to take this.
And Io with the telekinesis from Rubik to cancel it. Beautifully done, and Double King now completely trapped.
Yeah, they weren't planning on taking that on Mr. Machine anyways. They've got Shaggy on the other side of the map. He's like pretty low mana. He's got a TV available, but like doesn't use it there. So it's a sign that they just plan on playing back. Stuck around a little bit too long on Chaos Knight. I think they expected Osmium to split up and go farm again after their gank failed, but they just stuck around. Earthshaker's now getting gone on. He is certainly dead.
Yeah, Kataro is so farmed on this Gyrocopter. Just finishing up that Aghanim Scepter, has the Chrysalis. All right, I mean, they're going to do some damage to the Tier 1 tower. They should be able to fort this, but you're giving up Roshan over to the side of Osmium. Now a 5,000 gold lead, 5-23.
All right. A lot of damage being put into this. A flash golden bonus, and not going to be able to fight into this on the Tombstone as well. Jubei wasn't capable of relocating either. That one's still on cooldown after getting interrupted in the previous fight by Slayed. Super sick play by him. Now they're just setting up behind this tier 1. I'm pretty sure... No, they don't have any observers to place. Yeah, Tibbs just got to walk away. They clean this one up relatively quickly. What's Kataro got anyways? Eggs, Chrysalis, and working on Satanic is his next item. Do you like this build on Gyro?
Yeah. It's good. Like, he's just firing super well. Like, the Axis game is definitely necessary. I was wondering if he'd go for a Maelstrom, but they, like, really don't need it. Like, Sand King is so good at clearing up this CK, like, Phantasm that Kataro can just try to do out raw damage. Speaking of Gyro, he is going to TP bottom. They know about this, but I think they're afraid to actually try and go for the pickoff here. They don't have vision in the triangle. They don't see where the rest of Osmium is.
Well, too dodgy for now. I mean, you will probably want to try to stall this out for the next 5 minutes. You're not an amazing place on your heroes. You really want the BKB on Shaggy, so he's actually able to run in these team fights.
Man, Kataro is just all alone here, farming.
Yeah?
He just feels so safe. Like,
got an Aegis.
The team finally making their rotations in. They will see Cat, Yu, Draken now as well. Ward dropped up on the high ground. He's trying to just get the kill here right away on Tib, but it's not going to come in time. There's going to be the blink, the epicenter. They're holding the Burrow Strike. Double kill for Kataro's Gyro. Backside of the fight, Slayden's trying to find more.
Shaggy. TPL, can they connect with any of these things?
Wait.
No Vortex?
He had no Vortex. He just didn't get there in time.
It looked like he had a moment to do that. Maybe he is just like a moment too late. Came out just a little bit too slow, I believe. He's got the BKB now on Sebas, though. I think he needs to go back to mana for... Oh, never mind. He's just sending out clarities, whatever. In top lane, Shaggy's keeping the lead shoved in, so they continue to dodge and stall out as much of this Aegis as possible. And he gets closer to this BKB. Once they've got the BKBs complete, it's going to be a little bit easier fighting into them.
I honestly don't know if the BKBs are going to help Mr. Machine all that much right now. Like, yes, there is a lot of match damage coming from the side of Osmium, but the initiation has still been this CK, or I'm sorry, it's still been the Sand King and the Storm Spirit every single time. They're going to initiate onto these heroes top lane. Io caught out for the first. Can they actually get out on this Leshrac, though? He's trying to turn around onto the Storm Spirit, but it's not going to happen. Now, completely isolated here in between the heroes of Osmium, and he's going to fall as well. 2 more kills going the way of the Dire.
Yeah. And dying, starts healing up Storm. I mean, these heals are huge, thanks to this Holy Locket as well. Get him for almost 600 every 6 seconds. But there's finally your BKB completed on the CK. You still need it on the Leshrac to take these fights against Osmium, but they haven't lost too much of their map, and they are getting close to this age expiring. Only like a minute and, what, 30 seconds left on it?
Yeah.
Gyro's almost got the Satanic, though. Once he's got this, things continue to get scary. As long as you can pop this before you can burst him down, he's just going to survive.
And it's like, where's the burst damage going to come from, right? It's just like a Blink Echo with like the CK, but
I mean, they've got burst damage, man. Like, you can 100% take down 2000 HP of this gyrocopter, and like Echo Slam, Fisher, Enchant Totem. A lot is going to come out from the Timber Saw and the Leshrac during that. But like one more item after that, then the gyrocopter gets impossible. So again, it comes whether or not he's able to pop that Satanic before you jump on him. It just heals up too much. Mally's got his work cut out for him. Also gets easier once Mally gets his Aghanim Shard. Unless he, never gets to it, because he dies.
Yep. Rough game. Kataro obviously knows he's going to get the regen from the Aegis here, so just tanking the tower for his boys. They end up smoking up here on the side of Osmium. They just want to keep fighting. They did see this rotation eventually bottom. Now they're going to show on the wave, so they know exactly where Shaggy is. But running into Double King might be even better, as he's going to show himself on the ward here in just a moment. The question is, can they actually bring down the CK? And not an easy task.
Bottom tower is under attack.
They're thinking about it. He's gonna go in. Pops the BKB instantly. And the reload as well. Oh, wait, that's Sladen with a reload. What the heck? He stole Phantasm.
He stole Phantasm now. He relocated into Steel Phantasm. Does he have an Aghanim Scepter?
No,
If he does, the Phantasm is kind of sick. Otherwise, it's not useful.
It's just mobile wards. All right, that's about it.
Yeah. All right, Rubik Phantasm, let's go. There he is, the mobile wards.
Holy pog.
Let's go. Relocate from the IO. Bringing the CK down to the bottom lane so he can pop a deep Phantasm. Sebas
has a regen running.
Is he's going to try to take out Jube? He can't get him, though. He's too tanky with this mechanism. They bring them both back out. And now, these Phantasm Illusions going to clear out the hard camp, and then going to go try to split push the bottom wave.
Rubik Phantasm versus CK Phantasm. Okay, it's gone.
Oh, it expired.
Unlucky.
We didn't get to see the Battle of the Ages there. It would have been sick, though.
Yeah, it would have been very close. I'm not sure which one would have won.
Yeah. They pull him back up to the high ground. Shaggy pretty far forward, but again, he's got a BKB.
Mally Burgos just like walks in, gets collapsed by the gyrocopter. The backside of the fight, you've lost 2 instantly as they look for more, trying to dive here into the base. Double King popping that arm, trying to toggle through this damage, but you've managed to catch that Timber Saw as he jumps through. Okay, they're just following him. Dude, how did Slating? Oh, the fissure. That's what it was. Okay. Well,
yeah.
You steal fissure on Rubik, you're gonna feel pretty good about your state of the game. That is gonna be 5 heroes dead on the high ground of the enemy base. Unfortunately for them, they have no creeps.
Yeah.
They just dove the base without any any creeps here.
Way to push it, yeah. I took their eyes off the prize. Defense of the Ancients. You got to go for that objective-based gaming. I mean, you get a lot of kills is cool and all, but not if you can't follow up with any towers. Draken, what is he? What is Draken doing?
This is his base, man. Blink, Echo, not enough to kill Draken. He just pops the BKB. He's gonna live, and Kataro toggling the swap of the tower. Shaggy comes in as well, thinking to try and do something, but I don't think you can, buddy. This gyro is too strong. Draken turns around again. BKB out from Shaggy. He's got to find a kill on something, and it is finally going to be the Sand King.
All right, Draken 100%. The audacity of going for that burrow strike after you make it out of that with your life and then missing it. That man 100% deserves to go down like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I respect the hell out of the attempt, but 100% you should be punished for that.
You're expecting Sandy Claus.
Nice try, Draken. All right, Roche respawn. Going to be 51 seconds.
I play a lot of Sand King, and I really love using the stings donut line. That one's very good. You just like burrow epi, like get a kill, and then you just stings donut, and they're just like, all right, screw this guy. It's a good one. It's a good one. I don't know why about the Sandy Claus one.
Okay. BKB now completed on the gyrocopter. You got Chrysalis as well. Now I think you no longer have any chance of blowing him up. Yeah, he's fine. Like, they've got no chance of killing this guy anymore.
Those are like,
they're gonna go for the tombstone. They can heal this up though. And, dude, there's so many zombies on Shaggy. He doesn't survive this. He's dead.
There's no
9
BKB?
seconds on his BKB.
Jube dead as well. The chase continuing as Sladen has managed to find Double King, or rather, Double King might have found Sladen. Yeah.
Chip immediately just trying to start cutting the other ways, farm up and like force them back out of the base. They're not going to fall for this one though. Like they're running up the high ground at this point, and they're gonna be able to clear out these towers incredibly quickly with the gyrocopter. Look at him get to work here.
Oh, Dragon with a Blink Burrow Strike, perfectly done. Absolutely good. Like worth using that punish to get that kill. Draken's gonna be forced to BKB. He has the epi. He's just gonna turn around, do what damage he can here potentially before he dies. Burrow Strikes to the low ground. He's just fine. Healed up by the Undying. But still gonna end up falling. Double King here now laying into Cat-U. Tib here out of mana, but they get the kill onto one. Kentaro,
he has no
BKB, but he pops the Satanic for now. They've got to deal with the Tombstone here, right? There's just too many zombies, and Kentaro's just healing through it all. He gets the kill on the Jube. Does he get Double King as well? No, the Arma toggle is enough. 3 heroes fall, and finally Mr. Machine get a sign of life here. It did cost him 3 buybacks, though.
3 buybacks, but they kind of come back into that one in the end. They get a lot of XP for that one, like 8,800 going their way, almost 3,000 net worth for finding those kills there. But if you go down again on any of these heroes, it is just going to be game over. You need to find an objective while this gyrocopter's dead. Thankfully for you, the Roshan is back up. Aegis and Aegon Shard. The only question is whether or not you're going to be able to take it with Storm Spirit on the map.
I mean, you just have no mana. Like, none of your heroes have mana right now. On the side of the Mystery Machine, like they went immediately to push out lane, so Tib is out of mana, Shaggy pretty much out of mana as well. I don't think your CK can solo it, so.
Do they have vision? Timber? Yeah, they do. He's dead. Storm? Is that best? Oh, his regen doesn't get interrupted.
Nice dodge on that Chakram, but yeah, Tib's too tanky. He's still got a BKB as well.
They get out for now, but again, no Roshan objective for them, and you die again here, you lose the game. They can't still defend. They can't clutch these team fights out, but he almost lost everybody to that gyrocopter, and I'm dying just by themselves there.
They actually have a ward mid lane that scouts the Storm Spirit, but I don't know how it's so hard to burst him. Like, even with the Earthshaker blink, it's not easy.
Mid lane trying to set up here. They're gonna all smoke up, but
yeah, they knew that smoke was happening. He does get the stun. Sebastian just dodges out the fissure. Double King now stuck on the low ground, gets stunned up for the moment. He's gonna have to BKB this eventually. Yeah, he just blocked off by the fissure. Stands his ground, takes down Cat-U so fast. Shaggy trying to do what he can as well. Kentaro turns around with that BKB, just shredding the side of the Mystery Machine. The epicenter as well, doing so much work. And now Shaggy will be the next to fall. The takedown. Mally Burgos as well, just TPing out on that Timbersaw, but oh boy, not ideal.
Tip ends up coming out over to Shaggy. He is dead for a while. Again, the fissure block there, just isolating the CK, and it being way too far forward at that point. Works against them. Gyrocopter is doing a ton of damage now. Man, I was talking so much shit about the Gyrocopter as well. This is a dead hero. Nobody picks it anymore. Doesn't do damage. Stack growth rate sucks.
Seems like it's doing the opposite of all of those things.
Yeah. Is pretty far ahead on net worth though. Almost 20,000 at this point. Once he's got this dataless, I don't know how they fight into him.
I mean, he almost just can't. Like, the IO just tethers onto a hero, tries to keep him alive, and just like dies to the side gunner.
Yeah. I mean, that even happened when they had like every hero on top of the gyrocopter. Jibba was trying to walk away from him and ended up getting hit by the side gunner on his way out by Chrysalis proc. Bottom lane, trying to shove this one out as safely as possible with these CK illusions. And yeah, Daedalus completed now on the gyrocopter. It's being flown out to him as we speak. So, back's against the wall here. Iggy will be back up for this next push. Oh, the Shaker's inside the trees here. I'd love to set up on to Kataro, but I don't think there's any follow-up for him. And yeah, he's going to shove this top lane as well. So they will have this one pushing in at the very least. Or at least they won't have it pushing in from Osmium over to Industry Machine.
That's a nice lane cut for sure, but I feel like it's just a matter of time for Osmium make it onto the high ground here. They've got 3.5 minutes on the Aegis. Mid lane's pushing in. Gyro? Just be a little bit careful.
Here until his wave reaches.
The split earth spam is
annoying.
Oh wait, Rubik has it.
They both have it.
Yeah, but he has stolen spell cooldown, so his split earth only has a 6-second cooldown. Shaggy's is 9. Timbersaw here has to BKB instantly. All right, this is ridiculous. I can't tell what's happening on the high ground. Jubei is dead though. That's what's happening. They go on to Shaggy. He's gonna be forced to BKB here sooner rather than later. Missile will connect. They don't want to go for too deep of a dive here. Splitter has managed to stunning up Katara there on the gyro, but there it is, Draken there at epicenter. He gets 2 and big ones at that. Double King managed to find a kill there onto that Sand King, but forced to BKB and walk away. Thinking about going in onto Cat-U, but does he have the damage? He's gonna be close actually. Yeah, with Tip coming in, they do manage to take him down, but you've lost the mid lane of Barracks. Dude, my ears are just getting pounded by these Earth Split spams. Oh, Gyrocopter, he's found. They're gonna get the chain stun. That's gonna be your Aegis.
Yeah,
that is a big one.
Gyrocopter getting pounded here as well. I'm pretty sure if he doesn't get the BKB off, all right, 4-second stun on him as well. They're chaining him.
He stole Fissure.
Dude, he's healing up so much underneath all this, like the Satanic and the Paladin Sword.
Yeah, then he just jumps right into the base, just gets himself an instant triple kill, and they're forced out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Dude, he just healed like 400 HP off of critting that courier.
Yeah. We all remember the Sumail Gyro, right? That had 3 Divine Rapiers and Satanics.
The Freedom Copter?
Yeah. And then it was instantly fixed. All right, TP in on the Lesh here. Katara still has BKB, still has Satanic. He just turns around. The chain stun Slayton gets with a fissure from the side. Shaggy has the BKB and walk up. I mean, he can't chase this, right? They actually buy back on Double King, trying to go into the gyro. The BKB's not there, but he still has the Satanic. How do you kill this man?
Like, this Gyrocopter doesn't even have to pop his Satanic. They'll have to walk away from him now. Melly Burger's TP's too far in.
Through.
He's just gonna die.
Dude, they just blow them apart on the backside. That's gonna be the Electric Rave doing some work there as well. And that will be the not even Makers. He's still even at top lane. A zoning call down, as we like to refer to that. Double King comes in, catches Draken, but it's such a bold play. The GG comes through. They know this one's over, and they will take the series 1-1.
I mean, it has to be this way to start off the day of the 3 NA versus SA games. They 1-1 each other, the Mystery Machine and Osmium. Evenly matched, it looks like, at the beginning of this day. Guitarro looks super strong on his Gyrocopter, though. This one ended up popping off. And Storm Spirit, you know, we talked about it. Despite the fact they ended up losing the mid lane pretty hard at the beginning, you know, finds a couple kills under his belt, starts popping off. The hero's net worth just doesn't matter, which is kind of wild. I would not be surprised to see this hero continue to be banned out, but yeah, you played very well. I think the Undying pick was very clutch as well, finding that first blood, some big tombstones to start this game off, getting them these early advantages, and then, you know, just kind of taking it from there. Accelerated their victory, not too many mistakes from the side of Osmium.
Yeah, it was really, really well done from them, honestly. Like, I'm really impressed by Cat-U's Undying. Like you already said, like he kind of single-handedly carried that safe lane. Like he found multiple kills early on against the Timbersaw and the Earthshaker. So it was just a
Mhm.
sick play from them overall. And Mally Burgos, obviously not nearly as a strong performance in game 2 as we saw in game 1. Uh, Trying to make something happen
0
here on the
You
Earthshaker.
get well, look, Ricky, just say he was 0-17. You
Yeah,
say not as strong. Last game he did like some shit I've never seen before on Enchantress. Wild 40,000 hero damage. This game, opposite of that.
yeah,
Did
it's
not
just
find an impact.
Earthshaker is a hero that hasn't been getting picked all that much for, like, I would say good reasons. Like he's just not a strong lane hero for the most part, and like pick it in, like they just respond with Rubik, and suddenly you're better Earthshaker anyway. So this is a great Rubik pick as well. So Slayton had I'm sure a great game, but overall, yeah, teams relatively evenly matched based on the 2 games. But we've got 2 more series coming up, right?
Absolutely. But we're going to go to a short break. After that, I believe that we have MJZ for an interview. Be able to set
Perfect.
that up.
Awesome. All right, everyone. So stay tuned. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be back with an interview featuring MJZ from Osmium. So we'll see you